So, as you can see, we started off with someone overtaking far too close. I just don't understand why people do that. Like, that black car, perfect example of giving me plenty of space. The one before, clearly late for a train or some shit. Couldn't wait a few seconds. Well, look how fast I am in my 6-year-old BMW. Woohoo! So after a nice overtake from that car, we're going to meet someone I'm going to call Jill because of their plate. Jill is a dickhead. That is far too close, and there's a car coming on the other side of the road. Like, seriously, wait 2 seconds. Like, all of this is clear after that black car, and look how far he or she gets to the traffic lights, which are red. Like, people have no patience, and they just take so unnecessary risks just to get a few meters ahead. And we're about to meet another fantastic specimen of human life. I'm indicating to go right, come back on myself around the roundabout. I see a Mini approaching the roundabout from the opposite direction, making sure my arm is out. They can see, turning around the roundabout, and they just come straight out in front of me. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. So I got a little bit confused here. There is a car randomly pulling into a junction and reversing out to go exactly the same way. I think they must have taken a wrong turn. I was worried that they would turn around and hit me, but then this happens and that stupid blue car pulls right out in front of me. I'm signalling it for to go, but the thing probably doesn't have an engine big enough to go, and I had to slam on my brakes to avoid going into the back of it. Ugh, it's just ridiculous. Like, people, I don't think people understand how fast we can actually be going on a bike. They just see a cyclist and they're like, oh, they must not be going too fast. They just don't understand that we can go as fast, if not faster, than some cars. And here's another perfect example of people being impatient. Just climbing up this hill past all the traffic. Now, if they were on bikes, they wouldn't be in this situation. They'd have been able to filter through to the front, and yeah, no issue. But yeah, as I get to the top of the hill, I see something that kind of shocks me a little bit. So yeah, see that in just a second. So you'll notice in the distance, far right, coming towards me, there is a van and there is a car overtaking that van for no apparent reason, probably just because they can. And then this van, I was worried it was going to pull out on me. Luckily sees me, thank goodness. And by the end of all this, I'm pretty annoyed from this ride until I see this. I thought this was pretty cute. Horse and carriage. Turned to have a look, it seemed like somebody's getting married, but lovely. The horses have shat all over the road, so yeah, not so nice. Then I see them again as I'm coming down towards the main road, and I thought this was a bit dodgy because the amount of cars they were holding up, it's just, they just keep going on and on. like, fair dues, it's a nice way to get from a church to where you're having the reception, which was at the hotel, I'm guessing, which was on my right. But like the amount of cars and the amount of traffic they were holding up, I just don't think that's on really, because there's sort of no way that those cars could overtake that horse and carriage really without startling the horses, so they were pretty much stuck. So I felt a little bit sorry for them, and then managed to go and think about overtaking all these cars that were held up, but I kind of thought better of it because they'd already been held up behind the horse and carriage, so I thought I'd ease off a little bit and just let them go. And then I noticed there was an ambulance coming in the other direction anyway, so yeah, I just let it go. And when I'm almost home, I see a load of learner bike riders pulling out, and I'm guessing the instructor at the back clearly didn't look, because he kind of dived out right in front of me, and I just basically overtake him and just give him the hand to say, what you're doing. Like, I'm guessing that the guy at the back was the instructor or whatever, but clearly he's not doing a very good job of instructing. And that's pretty much it for today. Had some interesting experiences, should I say, and that was only on an hour and a half ride. I mean, I've only started recording this because of all the shit that's happened recently, so there might be more videos to come in the future. So I hope you've enjoyed these few clips that I've put together rather quickly, and remember to comment, rate, subscribe. Thanks very much. Take care, guys. Ride safe.